It's time for today's race at the Autodromo Jose Carlos Pache circuit here in Sao Paulo. And as any of the 80,000 capacity crowd will tell you, this is going to be a fantastic race. We're racing today then at Interlagos, a historic 2.7 mile circuit and one of the few anti-clockwise tracks on the calendar. 15 corners in total, 9 to the left and 6 to the right, with a technical middle section opening up to a flat-out Sector 3. And that gives us our best passing opportunity down into Turn 1.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of week, Parabolical eSports time. Well, with me, I can't get rid of the lad, is Lukey Boy. How are you, mate? Welcome.
Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, you can't get rid of me. I'm like that annoying shadow, just follows you everywhere. You're lucky I don't commentate Oceania 1 as well.
Absolutely brilliant stuff from you again, Lukey Boy. Well, I'll tell you what, mate, we've got a full grid, and I'll just send a message in the Discord, and I'll get these boys to ready up ASAP.
All 20 drivers, my gosh. What a mad world we live in. Have 20 drivers in the lobby. Could you please tell Division 4 to be ready on time? Ahead of time, actually.
Well, it would be nice, but I'll tell you what, Lukey Boy, while we've got us here, mate, while we're still looking at the lobby, I'll bring up the championship tables, and there they are, folks. I tell you what, guys, we have seen a switch in the lead here, folks. Brad Tay, Mr. Inconspicuous, is on top of the points charts on 204 points. Have a look at that, folks. Blue Dog, after a week he'd like to forget, on 198 points. Excuse me, folks. And yes, there he is there, the man, the Stig, on 59 points. The Kraken has moved up one, of course. He has overtaken Nick Magoo, who is missing this week. But Kraken on 100 points, Nick Magoo on 82. Sort of been stayed there. Bit stagnant has Nick Magoo the last few weeks. Hasn't really progressed that much. Black Moon up to 6th, I apologise, on 76. And hello there, Howsey. One of the guys that joined a bit late but got all of his reserve points is on 75. Crazy Kiwi on 71 in position 8. 2-5 in P9 on 70 points. Bopton in P10 on 61 points. But I tell you what, Luke, she looks a bit cloudy, mate.
She does. She looks very cloudy. Of course, this is Brazil, known for being, the home of literally anything happening at any moment. So it is possible we could have a wet qualifying or wet race. But knowing our luck, Skate, we'll have dry for both.
Well, let's hope so. I tell you what, I was talking to a couple of the lads prior to the Grand Prix, mate, and some of them are praying for sunny weather, but some of them out there are praying for some wet stuff, mate. So it looks a bit overcast at the moment. If there's anyone out there in the chat world that's in the lobby, which I can see a few of the boys have already written in, we've got Rolling Thunder wishing everybody good luck. Hello there, Howsey, of course. Div 1 commentator is good luck, gentlemen. Let's have a clean fight. Yes, of course. Talking about Blue Dog and Brad Tay, and I'm sure they will. Kraken, hello there, beautiful Combox. Well, hello there, beautiful Kraken. And I didn't just say that, Kraken. I'll have to delete that one from the archives, I reckon, mate. But yes, Chasey Dane, good luck all. Good luck all. Wanted it to rain, but nope, dry. Possible rain at the end of quali and dry race is what the boys are saying there, Lukey boys. So,
I told you it was going to be dry.
There you go. Well, there you go. You don't miss there, mate. So, yeah, dry,
Nope.
dry. So, the Coyotonic, unfortunately, we missed him last week, Lukey boy. But yeah, he is back with a vengeance. And he is in that Team Williams. Coyotonic has only been with us for a handful of weeks, to be fair, mate. And yeah, unfortunately, he missed last week due to personal reasons. But yes, he is back. We've got Harass as a reserve. There he is there, venturing out on a set of inters as what Harass does. He will not qualify. Our reserves...
Oh, at least he's not qualifying.
Well, that's it. Our reserves for this evening are Chasey Dane, Harass, Absolute, Mr. Fury Strat, Macau, and TCF Old Boy. We do thank you guys for your help, of course. But yes, Coyotonic, away he goes. He'll be the first one to get us underway, Lukey.
He will indeed. Lovely. I love this track. Compared to Sochi, I love this track. Love the elevation change. Love the fast-flowing nature of it. You can overtake fairly easily around here. It's a perfect track almost.
It really
It is
is.
almost a perfect track.
It really is. And of course, there you go. Tonic going through the center S's, of course. Well, hang on a minute. There you go. We've just seen Harass. Harass has been disqualified for facing the wrong way, but that's okay because he will not qualify. But we do have another follower, and that is APSR Rags. Welcome to the stream. And then Danny Lab is another one. Whackity whack, whack, whack. There is two straight off the bat, Lukey boy. And I tell you what, mate, you must have made in a call to your mates because, there you go, straight off the bat.
Twitch. Mates in Twitch and promoting the stream, so there you go.
There you go, mate. So, well, we are watching Tonic coming up to a corner by the name. It's actually called Drive if you translate it into English. But yes, here he comes, Tonic, the Williams driver. He's about to set his first time run of this Q1 session. And I think it might be Chasey Dane that is behind him there, mate, or possibly Crazy
Invalidated.
Kiwi. But there you go. He sets
Chasey Dane has invalidated.
108.7 as Crazy Kiwi. Well, there you go. It'll be Brad Tay on an outlap. Behind him, there is Absolute, or is that Mr. Fury Strat? Mr. Fury has invalidated Absolute starting a lap now. There is an Alfa Romeo of It's Not Me, It's You.
Ramin.
Ramin.
Sorry, no, Ramin come up the hill.
Thank you, mate.
Yep.
Oh, it is just invalidated as we've given him some airtime. And the Stig will be next. The Stig crosses the line. He says a 107.9 there, Lukey boy. So that's not too bad for a bit of a banker.
That is a very strong lap win for the 1:07s already in Q1. Of course, track isn't as grippy as it will be, say, well, I would say as grippy as it will be in Q3, but we know it could be raining in the end of Q3. So it could be. So this could be the the grippiest it gets all session. But that's a strong lap from Stig, straight to the 1:07s, and that's what you need.
Exactly right. So Crazy Kiwi set a 1:10.9. While we were discussing all that, we've got Blue Dog in the pit lane, but Kraken is going back in the pit lane. Well, he had I don't know what he's doing. He wants some airtime for all the wrong reasons, does the Kraken. And, well, he's a full-time driver putting some inters on. He is not Harass. He is far from Harass. But anyway, we'll move on. There is Absolute 97 coming around the last corner. And I tell you what, there you go. We've got Tom Greggs saying Austrian GP predictions. Oh, well, that ain't the real stuff. This is what it's all about here, mate. We're at Parabolical eSports, and no one really cares about that stuff while this stuff is on. And
I disagree, but I think it's too early. I mean, Effie must be going on for 10 minutes. I don't think we can predict anything at the moment.
She's a bit early. She's a bit early.
Yeah, it's a bit early. Maybe give us 3 days.
But everyone likes a good early prediction. So, look, I mean,
Nikita Mazepin for pole. Nicholas Latifi first. Roy Nasani second. I don't know why he's racing in the Williams now, but Roy Nasani will be second. Mark my words.
That's exactly right. So, well, Brad Tay, our new championship leader, is entering the third sector now. This massive straight run all the way down to the start-finish line, folks. It's all about survival this session. Excuse me, as we have already lost Chasey Dane and Harass. Excuse me, but Brad Tay sets a 1:08.6, and that is good enough at the moment there, mate, for P3. There is a Haas of Absolute. I do believe he's on a cool-down lap, so it must be his teammate in reserve capacity, Mr. Fury Strat. It certainly is, mate. Donning that. Oh, he's gone wide, extremely wide. And that ain't going to help his progress whatsoever. We'll go back up to It's Not Me, It's You, because he's getting a nice handy toe, but he's going to put that one in the pit lane. There also is a Ferrari of Rolling Thunder out there prepping his car there, mate. Who else is on a lap? 2.5 is currently on a lap, and I think he might be the furthest along. The Team Renault driver, 2.5, was looking for a good result here. He sets a 51.8 in that third sector. We are hearing an echo. Okay, you are hearing an echo. Who can you hear twice, Kraken?
You. Near you twice.
Okay, so that's because I love it how people join the party and then they leave. I'll be back.
Yes.
I'll be back in a second.
Right, I will take over commentating duties then. That is my job. That's why I'm in the commentary box. Tabbed has started a flying lap in the Red Bull. Coming now down past the lovely Center S's. I love these Center S's. They're a beautiful thing. So Senna S tabbed 16 seconds it takes him to go through sector 1. I'm just going to keep talking because that is my job. Who's put themselves up? That was a Haas. Absolute pops himself into the 1 minute 8s.
Well,
so
there you go.
in the 1 minute 8s now. Everyone's apparently congregating in the third sector. If I look at the track map, there's literally about 5 cars all congregating in that last sector. So.
Oh, and hang on a minute. What's happened there? I thought I seen something pop up with Suicide 5. I'm not too sure, but he's still
Rolling Thunder's out.
Well, there you go. So we've already lost 3 drivers, mate. So that's not what we're.
Rolling Thunder's put it in the wall.
Well, there you go. That's what I've just seen pop up on the screen. We're going to stick with Tabbed here, mate. And yes, Tabbed, is he going to set a lap? He's cutting that pit lane as ever so slightly is what you want to do. The shortest run is that inside line, and he sets a 1 minute 7.6. Tabbed. Oh, the Mr. Sandbag himself, there you go, has put in a great lap with a 1 minute 7.6. And we've got Blue Dog, P2 in the championship, currently out there at the moment on a timed run, yet to set a time. So we're going to focus on Blue Dog at the moment. And while we're doing that, let's just refresh everyone's memory at home. There they are, folks. That's where they're all at, of course. That is who in this particular zoo. And yes, Brad Tay on 204 points, Blue Dog on 198, and the Stig. Of course, there is one more Grand Prix after this one to come through, of course, and that is Yas Marina Circuit there, Lukey boy, all the way in Abu Dhabi. And by the sounds of your groans and grunts there, mate, you're not a fan.
I mean, it's better than Sochi, but then again, that isn't saying much. So
you love Sochi. What are you talking about? But anyway, as we pay a bit of respect to the chat, as Paige says, "Good morning." Well, good evening, Miss Paige. As Blue Dog sets a 107.8. Yes, it certainly is.
I always forget that.
It certainly is evening for me. And yes, currently sitting at 7:45 p.m. We have got a Red Bull out there, and that must be Tabbed making his way back to the pit lane. It certainly is.
It is indeed.
There is also, it's not me, it's you. No, so that's Ramin prepping his car on an outlap. Hello there, Housey is still in the garage, which means Suicide 5 is prepping his car for a run as well. So we've still got a fair amount of guys that have not set a time here, Lukey boy. And I'll tell you what, mate, well, it's still got, bloody hell, 8 minutes remaining left in this session. So let's not get too excited just yet.
No, not at all. It's weird, the shorter tracks, qualifying time seems to go so much shorter because, of course, you have that short outlap, that short fly gap, and that short in-lap. Yes, so it sort of seems that, compared to, say, like Baku, where it would take 5 minutes for you to do outlap, flying lap, in-lap, here it's three and a half. So you're very confused going, how is it only 7 minutes into the session? As who are we watching? Suicide 5's on a lap, heading up now the hill. Flicking it right, got to be careful not to understeer out of the exit, get invalidated. Ooh, he
very
did
close.
That was close. Round this very long left-hander where you never seem to know when you should accelerate, because if you accelerate too early and put it in the wall, well, then you realise you have accelerated too early.
Exactly.
The Albon corner, where Albon's hopes and dreams went spiralling away in 2019. Down the hill to is that Glock moment. Coming around, is it drive, you said?
Yeah, drive. Yeah, it translates to drive. So, of course, we've got...
Wow.
Yeah. I mean,
Brazilians are so kind. Drive.
Such exotic at its best names here at Sao Paulo, Brazil. But now we got Kraken coming through next. And yes, turn 10 translates to the duckbill. Turn 11 translates into not drive, dive, as in diving board, dive. So yeah. Anyway, the Kraken sets a 1 minute 7.5, and that is top of the timing charts at the moment here. And that is not too bad at all, if I say so myself. Ramin will be next, and whereabouts is Ramin on circuit? Well, he's just gone through turn 9, and that translates to Little Pine Tree there, Lukey boy. And yes, here he comes now. Dive is where he's at now, and let's just watch Ramin set his time of this session, albeit a second run. He's currently on 3 lap-old softs. Of course, you will discard these softs or this tyre compound that you use in this session, but he sets a 108.2 at the moment. We've got currently Mr. Fury Strat. Well, we're not going to show airtime to him because he is on a intermediate. But yes, there you go. So Mr. Fury Strat, well, he was going to be next. We've got Suicide 5. I wonder if he's going again. Let's just keep an eye on that split. Oh, I missed it. Nah, definitely a cooldown lap, and he's charging up his ERS as we speak. The two Mercedes are well and truly safe. There is a racing point out there. That can only be one of Crazy Kiwi. So let's just focus. Oh, he's lost the back end a little bit. So we're going to focus on Suicide 5. So we're at that period. Well, we've got to that period real early in Q1, mate. Of course, as you did touch on, such a short track. So many laps you can actually squeeze into the whole 18-minute slot. And, well, there you go. Hello there, Housey has made an appearance finally, and he is donning the medium compound. So interesting to note which way Housey does go, of course. The track is incredibly cold, is what Kraken is saying. So, well, there you go. So Housey's chancing his arm on a set of mediums. Of course, Housey does like a hard sort of setup there, Lukey boy. He does like the car to slide around ever so slightly, and that is just Housey's style. Any Aussies in the chat? No, I'm an Aussie, mate, and I can tell you it is 7:48 p.m., mate. And, well, there you go. So, on a Friday, believe it or not. But, yes, hello there, Housey, prepping his car, and he's about to get his lap underway very, very shortly. And, well, there you go. That's almost like...
My bad.
That's all right. That's almost like that's like almost like the cars entering the pit lane when they put that ring down.
I don't know what. I have no idea what that ring is for. Just like, oh yeah, there's a car coming down the pit lane. Can you not see that with your eyes, or hear a car coming down the pit lane?
Well, I mean, in the V6 hybrid era, probably not. But yeah, I mean, they didn't have to worry about that in the Yester era with the V8s and the V10s and, of course, the glorious V12s, mate. You heard them kilometres away from the track. But anyway, We will move on. Hello there, Housey. Yes, in Team Alpha Tauri. Let's just see what he can do. This is his first time run here, Lukey boy, on the medium.
Yep.
So going a bit different to what most people have gone as Paige, yes, time zones. It's a beautiful thing. It certainly is. And yeah, I mean, it troubles us at the best of times. That's why all phones have world clocks these days, and I suggest everyone uses them.
Yeah, they need them, yeah.
Yeah, but we will move on. And yes, Lukey boy is a co-commentator, of course, with me anyway. And Luke, well, you're a co-commentator, you're a full commentator, whatever you want to be, Lukey boy. But hello there, Housey sets a 109.1 P13. But yes, Lukey boy did start off the season with me, of course. Round one before he was thrown in the deep end, and it's great to have him back on board as Crazy Kiwi sets a 107.9 on 7-lap-old softs, Lukey boy. So
yeah, he's just chugging around, isn't he?
He certainly is.
The yellow flag for Haas. Oh, it's absolutely out. Absolutely might have had a spin. Yes, he's not out of fuel, so he's definitely had a spin. Who was I was watching? I was watching Housey again. That was it. Yes, he's on another lap. But yeah, no. Escape put me in the commentary box. Had a great opening round, and then I just never heard from him again. I was like, what? What? I was like, oh yeah, you by yourself now. I'm like, great, thanks.
Well, I mean, it was good fun that first round, of course. As Absolute does put that one in the pit lane. Hello there, Housey. Let's just see what he's doing. His fuel light is screaming at him. I dare say he is going to put that in the pit lane. Is he not? Is he? Yes, he certainly is. There is also a racing point. That can only be for Crazy Kiwi. He certainly can't be going again. No, he's not. Definitely a cool-down lap. ERS is off. So there is really only one car currently out on track, and that is Mr. Brad Tay. So Mr. Brad Tay, there he is there, our championship leader, folks, albeit by 6 points in Team Williams. At the moment, sitting in 10th place, Luke.
Yeah, and he was up in sector 1. He had a pretty tardy exit out the long left-hander, so he's backed off now. That is the issue with this track. You do have to, because of course as we can see, the tyres do go for more than one flying run, but you have to have a cool-down lap in between, because otherwise you'll literally end the lap with no ERS, because there's so much acceleration that you have to have extra ERS.
That's exactly right. As you've got a bit of a question in the chat there for you, Lukey boy. Does your co-commentator have a TikTok voice that sounds familiar?
I mean, unless you're one of my 51 followers on TikTok, Titanics, and no, I don't think you. I mean, Curly's come in chat and said, "I thought you'd want a better one." I mean, Curly, if you commentate like you drive, then I think Skate would take anyone over you.
Shots fired. Whackety whack, whack, whack. But there you go. 25 seconds. There's only 2 cars out on track. I don't know why Absolute went back out on track. But he wants a bit of airtime, does the lad, so might as well give it to him. So there he is, Absolute. He is a Div 1 Oceania lad. And, well, there you go. Curly Boy Bean showing up and not happy, saluting the 4 middle fingers straight to you, Lukey boy. But yes, anyway.
Well, if you can't take the heat, then don't dish it out.
something about kitchens or microwaves or something like that. But anyway. Well, there you go. Macau has chosen not to qualify. He knows this is a division.
Fair enough.
He knows this is a Division 2 grid, and he's probably seen the Div 1 boys choosing the same thing, of course. And he's opted to stay in the garage.
Thing last week.
No, last week he did
qualify. Did last week and still won.
No, last week he qualified. He put the thing on pole and dominated.
Of course he did. yeah, no, I was not surprised. We're just waiting for. The session's over, but there's no flags next to any of the people in the pit, or unless I'm completely glitched.
Well, we're waiting for Absolute, okay. And here he comes now. Absolute jumps out on the track when he just wanted some airtime. Did Absolute, and well, he got it, and no need for that, of course. He just probably burnt a set of softs if he didn't go out on some used ones. But we do have our drop zone here, mate. We've got Rolling Thunder in the Ferrari out. Chasey Dane, Macau, Old Boy, and Harass did not set times. Unfortunately, Rolling Thunder didn't set a time either. He must have made an error out there on track, of course. But yes, Mr. Fury Strat surviving by the skin of his teeth with a 121.6. I'll tell you what.
What a lap.
If he was in Team Renault, I don't think he'd be doing a lap like that. But, no, he's in Team Haas, and, well, it looks like he's doing the team thing, of course. Trying to get Renault. No, I'm only joking, folks. I'm only joking. He is a Div 1 lad and probably chose not to reserve. He just set a lap that was ridiculously slow. And, well, if Rolling Thunder would have set a time there, therefore Mr. Strat would have been in the knockout zone. But, yes, we move on. Q2, here we come.
Yep. Now, what would you recommend, Master Strategist Skate? What would you recommend, a medium or soft start?
Well, I mean, my first Q2 run would be on a set of used softs. Just a nice banker, sit in the garage to sort of see what everyone else tends to do. But look, I mean, you can get away with a soft, hard compound here, or you can do a 2-stopper with a soft, medium, soft, or however you choose to run it. There are a lot of different options to go. It just really depends on what your close competitors around you are doing through the Q2, of course. Depends on how or if you get through. Yeah, and follow suit, basically. Obviously, that if you've got some race pace behind you, obviously the free tyre choice around here isn't really too super critical, just simply for the fact that it's a short, quick track. Very similar to Austria in that regard, mate, whereas you finish 11th, everyone says, oh, that's the best spot to finish because you get the free tyre choice. Well, around tight, twisty, short, quick tracks, it doesn't really come into fruition, I don't think there, mate. So, yeah, me personally, I'd probably like to get through a Q2 on a brand new set of softs. Only do a very slow out lap, a red hot banker, and a very, very slow in lap just to protect that tyre life, of course, and then run them towards the end. But you do see a lot of guys cooking tyres on that Q2 session there, Luke.
Yeah, you do. Pushing really hard on the out lap and on the in lap. You just want to. The thing is, you want your tyres to be just that right temperature at the start of their flying lap. Exactly. If you cook them on the out lap, then they're gonna be cooked for the flying lap. At which point you've probably put about 7, 8, 9, 10% wear on them, and you've probably lost a couple of race laps on the compound. Of course, we can't discount a safety car as well.
That's exactly
especially
right.
At this track, can't discount safety car. So anything could happen, really.
Exactly. As we watch Black Moon go through, well, that turn 3 is called Curve of the Sun. And there you go. This is in turn 4 and turn 5 called Lakes Descent. And then he's approaching turns 6 and 7 that translate into Horseshoe, believe it or not. So he's going through Horseshoe right now. So that is 6 and 7. Turn 8 is called Little Orange. Turn 9 is Little Pine Tree. Turn 10, Ducksbill. And turn 11 is called The Dive. So we are currently watching Black Moon in Team Ferrari. This lad runs with 0 assists, folks. 0 assists, 0 line, and drives in the cockpit position on the game. So let's just see what he can do. Of course, it's brilliant to watch this guy go about his business. Always consistently there and thereabouts. But he crosses the line now, and I've got no telemetries. And he sets a 1 minute 8.0. Fantastic stuff to get us underway.
It is indeed a very clean lap from Black Moon. I was on board with that whole lap. It was very, very smooth. Nothing, no jarring sort of hand movements, no jarring of the wheel. It was smooth, clean, and 1 minute 8 dead is a decent, very good lap.
As Crazy Kiwi will be next. It was going to be Tonic, but he had invalidated, of course. But Crazy Kiwi sets a 1 minute 8.2 on the mediums. 2.5 is just starting a lap. There is a Papaya McLaren of the Stig. P3 in the championship, prepping his car. There's also got Suicide 5 out there prepping his car as well. So they're going to come in a little bit thick and fast. We're going to go back up to where Tonic is, and there he is there, of course. I do believe, is it him that's furthest along? It certainly is, if not Absolute. No, Absolute has invalidated, so we're going to stay with Tonic here, Lukey boy. And there you go. Yep. Here we go. We've got Mr. Fury Strat saying, can't believe engine failed out of qualifying. Now, lads, I don't know what he means by that, but he's not setting a lap. That's what that means. So that is Mr. Fury donning the Div 1 behaviour and choosing not to set a lap, of course. And we do appreciate that, Mr. Fury Strat. Oh, certainly these Div 2 boys do. But yes, Tonic, here he comes in the pit lane. Absolutely brilliant.
Aww.
Boo. But yes, Crazy Kiwi will be next, and he sets a 107.8 as 2.5 is coming down the line. He sets a 108.3, and I do believe Suicide 5 will be next. He's gone magenta in that second sector as well. There you go, Racing Life. That is Fury Strat saying, talking about engine components, a lot of engineering talk, and I hope his mechanics get that one done for him straight away. But yes, Suicide 5 is about to set his timed run of a 108.9. The Stig is behind him, unfortunately, has invalidated, so it will be Tabbed. Tabbed, who is next here, Lukey boy, on this long run down to the start-finish line. He's taken the long way around, and that ain't a lap at all. That's a 118.3, so that's a bit long in the tooth, that one. We'll go to Absolute. He is a Div 1 Oceania lad. He is going to put that. No, he's not. He's going to continue on. He's going to set his lap here, folks. Let's just see what he can do. It's a 108.6 and a purple third sector. If you don't mind, 2.5 will be next if he is on a timed run. His fuel light is screaming. He's spending his ERS, so which indicates to me that he's going to set this lap. He certainly is. Let's just see what time he can do. He sets a 108.0. That is P3. P3, fantastic stuff as Crazy Kiwi gets well and truly out of the way of Suicide 5, who is nearly half a second up on his previous best time, mate, on the mediums. He's on a lap, this lad, and let's just see what he can do.
Up the line, long run up the line. Ooh, 108.5 from Suicide 5, up by 0.3. Maybe lost a bit of time off that final drive. The Stig up to the line. He's the next in the Papaya McLaren. Does a 108.5, puts himself into fourth, yes, and then Tabbed a 107.5, puts it on provisional pole, of course, on the soft tyres. His first run, he did make a big mistake. He lost it out of turns, I think, 10, but he very much comes back on a 7.5. Who's going to be next? It's the McLaren. It's Blue Dog starting a lap. And then after that, it is... We've got a nice little gap, and then we've got the Haas of Absolute, who's very much in the pits. So
interesting to note.
It is a Williams.
Interesting to note here, Luke. We've got a Williams and a Mercedes out on track, almost nose to stern, and it's interesting to note they're the two championship rivals. We've got Brad Tay out there in Team Williams. I'll tell you what, setting purple sectors. And Blue Dog's just keeping a sneaky eye on to see what the lad's doing. And, well, there you go. You can see for yourself on that track map. Mr. Brad Tay is in that glorious second sector. I tell you what, very technical, this second sector. Very easy to get it wrong. and lose a whole chunk of time. But that was Suicide 5 getting well and truly out of the way of the championship leader of Brad Tay. But Brad Tay in the third sector now. Blue Dog is following suit. You can see Blue Dog, you almost seen him in the background as the stick gets well and truly out of the way of Blue Dog. But yes, Brad Tay on the medium compound sets a 108.2 as I'll flick back down to where is Blue Dog. Blue Dog sets a 108.4. So there's still nose to stern here, folks. And it's absolutely brilliant to watch these two go about their business. We've got Kyotonic in that third sector now, Lukey boy. He's about to set his first time run in this Q2 section, only on the mediums, of course. And let's just see what he can do. He's about to set his time now of a 107.9. Not bad if you don't mind. And there is a Alfa Romeo out there of Ramin who set a 108.900. So not too bad from the lad. Also, the the Mercedes of the Kraken. And he's about to set his time, and that won't count. That will count, but it's a 113.9, and he can go way quicker than that.
He can indeed. Obviously, I looked at that second sector, so 57 second sector. I thought, I don't think that's quite going to be flying that from Kraken. Correct in that regard. Let's see. Who else is happening about? Blue Dogs on the cooldown. Bad Taste in the pits. Black Moon's up by just over a tenth and a half. So this could put him well into the 1 minute 7s. Might put him ahead of Kyotonic, maybe even Crazy Kiwi. Depends on that run. The issue is that I say the final corner, the dive corner. If you get a bad exit, you're going to have a horrible run watching your delta just go down and down and down all the way up to the start-finish line.
That's exactly right.
It's a horrible feeling.
Well, not only that, as you do know, Luke, I mean, that last turn, of course, it's all about your entry. You don't want to overcook your entry because it overcooks your exit. And once you overcook your exit, you're losing all that time as the Kraken has invalidated. And he's just struggling to do his thing in a Q2 at the moment, is the Kraken, which is unfortunate. Hello there, Housey, has finally made an appearance out on track. We've got 5 minutes remaining of this session to go, folks, as the Kraken will put that in the pit lane. We're watching Ramin do the exact same thing. There's also Blue Dog out there as well. And I think, well, his fuel light is screaming at him. I reckon he's going to put that one in the pit lane as well, mate. So,
yep. I think it's Kraken's in the pit.
Come on, P. White, all right, mate. You're an accountant. That is a cardinal sin, what you just said. We are in Q2, P. White, all right. Come on, mate. Come on.
Interesting. Will Kraken switch to a set of softs, or will he try and stick it on those mediums? I think that's going to be quite interesting. Will he stick with the mediums, even though he's messed up every attempt?
As P. White or Rice just realised that he thought it was a Q1 session. Come on, P. White. Has any Oceania grid ever run with 15? I don't think so. Anyway, yes, we are watching Blue Dog get out of the way. And that was Hello There, House, if I'm not mistaken. Just sneak by Blue Dog, of course. And there he is there. He's on that soft compound, his Housey. And I tell you what, he wants to get himself well and truly out of that drop zone. We're going to lose positions 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And, well, yeah, of course. That's all good, mate. Welcome back to the program. And, yes, hello there, Housey is about to set his first time run of this Q2 session. He's gone a long way round, but he set to 108.2, Lukey boy, and that is P8.
Yep. It is. And he has invalidated, so he can't do a second one. I think that people stick to the right if they want to try and do a second time run immediately afterwards.
Yeah.
Because, of course, if you keep to the left, you're going to turn one, you're horribly compromised. So, possibly, he's still kept his ERS up, even though his fuel light's flashing, so maybe he didn't want to go again.
Quite possibly, mate.
As
Kyotonic and Crazy Kiwi have quite happy with their times. Retired in the pit lane there, Lukey boy. But yes, it's not me, it's you. Has not set a time yet. This lad's slowly taken off all of his assists. And, let's just see how he fares during this Q2 session. Be nice to see him get himself out of this session, of course, improving week in, week out. Of course, this is race day 21. And, well, one more to go after this. Yas Marina, Abu Dhabi. But I digress. It's not me, it's you. So it's a purple first sector. Come on, son. Let's just keep this one together. And let's just see what he can. I wonder if he actually likes this track, Luke. A lot of lads tend to really perform at the tracks that they, well, obviously that they favour. Quite obviously. But, yeah, this is very interesting to know. We'll have a look at his second sector time, mate. But a purple first sector split, which is absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, very much so. A little bit, not quite hitting apex on the Albono corner, but he does do a very nice exit. All 2-5. Yeah, no, he kept out of the way. I think it's not me, it's you. So he's like caught off guard by how much his car's going to understeer.
I think
and he very much, I think, risked. I think he got slightly caught off guard by how much his car's understeering, so he had to lift off the throttle a bit. So he may, if he has a field, try and go for a second run, because I don't think this is not going to get him through to Q2 alone, no. Only 13th for him, behind his teammate Ramin in 12th. Still waiting for Mr. Fury Shuts to make an appearance. He might not even.
He probably won't.
30 on the board.
Apparently, he's in the chat. He's saying his race engineers and mechanics are out there putting brand new engine components on his car, and he will not make an appearance in Q2.
The classic Ferrari issue when you're in a house. Yeah.
P White all right is saying, any news on when the new gate? Yes, P White all right. The 16th of July, my friend. And yes, there you go. Curly has reiterated what I just said. The 16th of this month. So
2 weeks today.
2 weeks to the day. There you go. So yes, it is a Friday, the 16th. And I dare say, if you haven't pre-ordered it, I certainly suggest that is the way to go.
The only issue is that I buy physical copies of every game,
Same.
but I cannot find somewhere that sells the physical edition, physical deluxe edition. I think deluxe edition you can only purchase for download only. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. The whole download thing, but yes, it's not me, it's you. Goes against. It's a 1 minute 10.1. Has not improved. Sits in P13th. There is a Papaya McLaren. He's currently half a second up. Let's just see what the McLaren driver can do. He's knocking on the door here, and that is P7 from that lad. Hello there, House. He's on an outlap. Is he going to make it? He certainly is. 2-5 will be next. Is he on a run? No, he's not, but this will be his run now. And there was also the Kraken. The Kraken leaving it late again. So these laps are going to come in thick and fast, mate. We've got Suicide 5 currently leading the charge out there at the moment, albeit in 10th position there, Lukey boy, right on the cusp. He's got Absolute trying to knock him out of this Q3 session, well, this potential Q3 session to come, as he's gone magenta. In that second sector has the lad, Mr. Altitude himself, as Suicide 5 coming around the start-finish straight. Let's just see what Mr. Altitude can set here in Interlagos. He sets a 108.0, and that is P8. The checker flag has fallen across his name. Absolute will be next. He's nearly 2/10 up. Crosses the line. He will stay 11th. Ooh, Housy's going to survive. Is Housy going to survive? It's not me, it's you. Will be next. He's currently half a second up on his previous best, and he stays in P13.
Kraken's the big one. Kraken's the big threat. He's up by 5 seconds, which you'd expect, because 113 is not a particularly representative time around this track. Up the line, I think that could be it for Brad Tay. It is. Brad Tay is out in Q2.
No.
By the slimmest of margins.
Well, there you go, folks. Brad Tay. Well, the race is long, Lukey boy, and we're not going to predict anything like that. But there you go, folks. That is the current championship standings. Brad Tay on 204. Blue Dog on 198. Blue Dog survives a Q2 session. Brad Tay does not. Interlagos, Brazil. Traffic is the hampering subject. And, well, I'll tell you what, turn one, that pinch point through the center S's is going to be an absolute doozy when it comes to lap one, turn one, mid-pack of this field, of course, Lukey boy, as we do know, not being new to Grand Prix racing. But yes, Brad Tay is in P11, Absolute P12, Ramin 13th. It's not me, it's you in 14th. And Mr. Fury Strat in that Haas had engine issues, and he's getting his mechanics to sort that one out. But there you go, half the grid. I'm going to start this Grand Prix on mediums in the top 10. The other half will be on softs, as you can see there, folks.
Oh, it's nice even split. That's what we like to see. evenly split between the softs and the mediums. So I think we're going to have quite a few people. We're going to have quite a few strategies going on here. 2 stoppers, 1 stoppers. It's going to be quite interesting to see what people choose. Now, I remember that I did a 2-stopper in my Division 4 race last year, and I got beaten by someone on a 1-stopper, but then again, they were quicker than me generally, so I don't think it would have mattered if I did a 1 or 2, but that's the way it is.
So there you go. Curly's put in the Discord link. It will not take you to the traditional, mine and Jonesy's Discord of Parabolical Esports. Of course, there is a new owner, new owners, and that is WNR. And that Discord link will take you to WNR. And those boys in that server will sort you out, of course. Myself personally will not be making that venture over to that point, but I do wish those boys luck. And all the boys and girls that do decide to join, of course, they are going to take the reins of what we have developed here at Parabolical Esports, and we do wish them all the very, very best. Of course, we still have our divisional racing right through till next Sunday, folks, and we do hope you can catch absolutely everything then. But Kyotonic here, mate, is the first one to blink. As while we've got you, I'm going to bring up the Constructors' Championships. And there they are, folks. Mercedes on 356 points, followed by McLaren on 304. Team Williams on 280 points, followed by Team Red Bull on 220. Very closely but followed behind by Racing Point and Ferrari, 198 and 176. This has got cracking battles, not only for the Drivers' Championship through here and battles throughout that list, but even through the Constructors right down to the final race day 22. That'll all come down to the wire here, folks. We are going to have an awards night as well, just to keep you guys and girls out there informed of what we are going to be doing after, once all the racing is completed this season. Yes, there will be an awards night. Yes, there are multiple awards. The trophies will be handed out, of course, and sent via the post to all of our championships, all of our champions, as the champions all get real-life trophies, not just virtual ones, in here at Parabolical Esports, and that's something that we have prided ourselves on, and there you go. So Kraken's whinging it's cold in the pit lane. That's all right, Kraken. You're in your gaming room. Put a jumper on, brother. You'll be fine. It's quite all right. But the Kraken, Kraken sandbagging with his words, I do believe, mate. But yes, the Stig. The Stig is in Sector 2. He's the first one to blink. I do believe that was Kyotonic who let him go, trying to get a sneaky toe down that back straight.
Oh, yeah.
This is where he's going to lose time, Kyotonic.
He has.
Certainly has.
I've been watching him. He's understeering all over the shop. He's probably thought he was quite smart with himself, getting a nice up the straight, down the second straight. And I go, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that.
He certainly shouldn't have, because he has lost a whole
Stig's gone purple in Sector 2.
He certainly has.
Yeah, Stig's purple in Sector 2. Kyotonic was not. So there you go. That says a lot.
Exactly right, mate. Exactly right. So, yes, the Stig is about to set his timed run of a 1 minute 7.6 as Kyotonic. There you go. Look at the time he lost. 0.3 of a second. Black Moon will be next. He sets a 107.9 at the moment. There is a racing point of Crazy Kiwi, who has invalidated. Well, he's on an outlap at the moment, so that says it will be tabbed. Tabbed in Team Red Bull has not gone magenta, and he's very, very slow. So his ERS is turned off. There is Suicide 5 in the garage. Hello there, Housey is on a timed run at the moment, mate. His ERS is pumping. Let's just see what he does in this glorious second sector. He's a 51.8, so there and thereabouts there, Luke. He wants to get a good exit. Nice and easy on the throttle. No tank slappers. No tank slappers whatsoever is what you want, because it's such a long run to that start-finish straight. But yes, hello there, Housey sets a 1 minute 8.3. There is a Renault of 2.5 who will be next. He sets a 107.7. Excuse me. So these laps are coming in thick and fast. The Stig is invalidated as Kyotonic. He's invalidated as well. So following suit, Lukey boy, but we'll go to the Crazy Kiwi. Crazy Kiwi has just magented that second sector, and let's just see what he can do. We do know that this guy does have some pace, of course, and interesting to see which way he well, how he's going to qualify. This is where everyone reveals their hand, folks. But Crazy Kiwi puts the top of the tree with a 107.2. Fantastic lap from that lad, as we'll go to Tabbed, because Tabbed is currently 16.5 seconds better than his 125.7. His fuel light has just started screaming at him now there, Lukey boy, but he's going to complete this lap nonetheless. So it's a 1 minute 7.7. P2, my friend, P2.
Yeah, great lap there from Crazy Kiwi into the 1 minute low 1 minute 7s. I don't think we're going to quite reach the 1 minute 6s today. I'm sure Division 1 or if you were into 1 minute 6s, of course that's on Sunday. But yeah, the fight looks like it's going to be for sort of 4th, 5th, possibly 3rd. As I cut to 2.5, smacking it into the pit lane entrance. Nice, good job, 2.5. I'm sure your mechanics will love you for breaking out the filming.
That's it. Well, you don't really associate Interlagos with Front Wing City, but oh no! The Kraken has just invalidated as Blue Dog will be next on a timed run. Yet to set a time in this glorious Q3, but well, he's got plenty of time to put his banker in, going back into the pit lane and go again. Well, there he is there. Macau well, hang on a minute.
Well, I don't know. I don't want to celebrate too much here, but...
That was making life gifted a sub.
Mr. Fury Strat has just gifted a sub, and the sub has gone to Macau. So thank you very much, Mr. Fury Strat, as Blue Dog sets a 1 minute 7.5, and that is P2. And his teammate, maybe this teammate doing the teammate thing. He got well and truly out of his way. There is 6 minutes remaining left in this session as Tabbed is just about out of fuel, I do think. We'll go to Kyotonic. He's on an outlap. He will be next, if I'm not mistaken. Unless, yes, he certainly will. But yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Fury Strat. Gifted a sub to Macau. And we do hope Macau is watching. Of course, Macau is in this grid. He will start at the back, of course. Very, very quick racer is Macau. And, well, I'm sure we'll see his fan base come in the chat as this Grand Prix gets underway. But yes, Kyotonic magentaed the first sector here, Lukey boy. And he's absolutely on a run here, mate. We've still got 5 minutes remaining. I wonder if these boys at the front... Well, have a look at those two Mercs on the track map. Have a look at these two cheeky devils. And they're starting to work as a team, albeit towards the end of the season. But it's finally started to happen. And they are definitely helping each other through this one by the looks of that track map as they both follow each other into that pit lane, which is fantastic. As Racing Life, that is Mr. Fury Strat saying, sharing the love. We do appreciate that, brother. Much, much, much thank yous towards you. And, well, Team Renault, he's dipped into the kitty. And I wonder if Old Boy's given him that permission as well. But yes, anyway, we will push on as Kyotonic sets a 1 minute 7.3, if you don't mind. And that is P2, Lukey boy, as Black Moon has magentaed the second sector, if we're to believe that track map here, mate. And here he comes, Mr. Black Moon, Team Ferrari. Team Ferrari himself is about to set a 1 minute 7.7, and that is P4.
Oh, well, nice.
There you go. There you go.
Just at a Tabbed.
Yeah.
Just.
Oh, there you go. Mr. Fury Strat reckons he's the boss. He doesn't need permissions from Old Boy. Well, if I'm not mistaken, Old Boy is in Team Renault in this division at the moment in reserve capacity. You, my friend, are in Team Huss. So seniority might have switched or shifted ever so slightly there, Fury.
Oh, can't believe. She's coming out. Kytonic's doing an in-lap. Black Moon's doing an in-lap. Tabs on an out-lap. And Suicide 5's making... As much as I enjoy the track in Brazil, that pit lane exit is horrific. I cannot lie. It is a horrific pit lane exit.
It's up there with the worst of them, including Singapore. Oh, jeez, I tell you what. Singapore's...
Abu Dhabi. Oh, Abu Dhabi's weird.
What, going through the tunnel? I think that's a brilliant feature of the track, to be fair.
I think it's cool, but it's weird because you turn left and the car just sort of doesn't want to turn left because you've got cold tyres.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I mean,
the wall.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've actually yet to see that in... It's almost an accident waiting to happen in real-life Formula 1 where a car will lose it under the in the tunnel in Abu Dhabi. And I tell you what, if that does happen, oh, it must be a nightmare to try and recover that thing, because just imagine in race conditions, mate. Wow, they'd have to shut the pit lane down and absolutely everything. So, well, it could be a well. Let's not throw those predictions out there, of course, folks. But it could be a recipe for disaster. As we are watching Tabbed. Tabbed is on a timed run here at the moment. We've got Suicide 5 just starting his lap now, and behind him there will be that of 2-5, the other Renault driver, well, the full-time Renault driver, as Tabbed has magented that this lad's got some pace when he puts his racing helmet on, and away he goes. Let's just see what, oh, excuse me. Let's just see what times he can do. And he's about to set his flying run now of a 1 minute, whoa, 7.377, so not too bad from the lad. Suicide 5 has invalidated, so he's turned his ERS well and truly off. Who else is out there? The Stig is out there as well. The Stig is on an outlap, but it will be 2-5
on the lap
on a timed run. And here he is, Team Renault in P6 at the moment, and he's got his, well, Div 1 teammate, well, Div 1 compatriot in Team Renault Racing Life, that is Mr. Fury Strat, in the chat at the moment, albeit in Team Haas. But old boy is a Div 1, coming third in the Div 1 Oceania Championship. Is his teammate for this one, keeping a close eye on things, is old boy. But yes, 2-5, not a bad lad himself, has magented that second sector. This track might start to be heating up here, mate. The sun has just broken through the clouds, and these second sectors are starting to ramp up here, mate. Of course, we've got 1 minute remaining in this Q3 session, but 2-5 sets a 1 minute 7.3, and that is P2 from that lad.
Everyone's doing the 1 minute 7.3s. Everyone is gravitating. No one can quite yet beat Crazy Kiwi's 1 minute 7.2, but everyone's getting 1 minute 7.3s.
Yes.
So hello there, Halsey, the only one who will stay in the 1 minute 8s, and of course Suicide 5 and Kraken set at 1 minute 8s. But everyone in the 1 minute 7s by Halsey. Halsey, you have to put it in 1 minute 8s, don't you?
Exactly right. So I'm going to... The Stig's currently out there as well. He's on a lap as well. He's magented the second sector. So we've got the Stig, we've got Suicide, and then we've got the Kraken also to come up, of course, in quick succession. And we're going to keep an eye on these laps, of course. The Stig, P3 in this championship, and he's about to set his flying time of a 1 minute 7.2.
Oh.
0.2 is the lad. And there you go. The Stig says, don't forget about me, as Suicide 5 does a 107.7. And the Kraken yet to set a time as Kyotonic. 107.0 has Kyotonic gone. Let's just see what Black Moon is doing. Black Moon is currently up. He's currently up, but I don't think he's going to be knocking on the door of the 106s. But he is currently up on his previous best time.
No,
he decides to put that in the pit lane, but it will be up to the Kraken. The Kraken is there and thereabouts. Let's just see what time he can do. The shortest run to the pit line, and there it is. It's a 107.3. Blue Dog will be next. Blue Dog will not be next. He's putting that in the pit lane, and that is this one done. That is this one done as the Stig happy with his lap in P2. Well, but Kyotonic, well, there you go. 107.0, Luke. And not too bad as Kiwi broke his wing on pit exit. Now, Kyotonic is saying, watch him buckle the race right about now. Well, there you go. He's full of confidence, is the Kyo man. And there he is there. Pole position for Team Williams. Fantastic stuff. Great lap there by Kyotonic. Well done.
Wow. That was quite exciting. And look at those lap times. All second downwards, 1 minute 7.2, 1 minute 7.2, 1 minute 7. This was close. This is going to be a good race if it's this close.
It should
Stay
be.
This close, it's going to be good.
This division has been pretty much like that, pretty much the whole way, Lukey boy. But yes, Kyotonic with a 107 dead, followed by the Stig on a 7.259, and then a 7.275 is Crazy Kiwi 2.5. Have a look, as you said, mate. There you go. 1/10 separates from second to 6th. That is phenomenal. That is absolutely brilliant stuff. And Kyotonic, awesome lap by you, mate. A 107 dead puts you top of that timing charts. Blue Dog in P7 with his championship rival will be starting this one in P11. So Blue Dog already does have 3 cars between him and his championship rival, of course. We've got Black Moon in P8, Suicide 5 P9, and his teammate of Hello There, Howsy, in P10. And the Kraken has got no idea what happened. Well, there you go. Kraken. That's what happened, mate. Q3 is done. And look
now onto the race, 36 laps. Oof.
36 laps of a 1 minute, low 1 minute. So we should get this one over and done with pretty quick, smart. It goes pretty quickly, this one here, of course, here in Interlagos, Brazil. Sao Paulo, Brazil is what they say. And yes, we wait for the boys to load up into this lobby. Well, they're already into the lobby, but load up onto the grid. We'll get the formation lap underway. And we will get this Oceania Div 2 underway, of course. And that's where they all are, folks. I'm not going to read them out again. You can see them for yourselves at home or in the lobby or wherever it is in the world that you are watching us, of course. That is where they're all at. That is the Constructors, the Drivers' Championship. And, well, it is well and truly alive. The top three have really broken away from the next pack, next chasing pack, so to speak, and that is of the Kraken, Nick Magoo, Black Moon, and Howsy, Kiwi, and 2-5, of course. Bopton will not. Well, I think we've seen the last of Bopton, to be fair, in this division. As I will get these telemetries up. We are currently on a formation lap. I'll get rid of that screen for you guys, and we will go through this running order. Okay, so we've got. Well, get to a better camera for starters. Come on, there we go. And there it is, Kyotonic leading this one in P1 there, Lukey boy, in Team Williams. Yep. Absolutely brilliant. There is the Stig behind him, P2, as Crazy Kiwi in P3, 2-5. Great result by him in qualifying to get P4. Kraken, P5. There he is there, of course, the first of the Mercedes. Tabbed in P6. As Suicide 5 has left the session, but he can rejoin because he has multiple invites, does the lad. P7 is Blue Dog. There he is there. Blue Dog in the other Mercedes. Our championship P2 man. Black Moon in P8 in the Ferrari, of course. Suicide 5, there he is there. Changed his helmet midweek, I do believe. And it's got helmet written on the top of it, just in case he forgot what it was, does Mr. Altitude have there on his helmet. Hello there, Howsy, in P10 and doing his stuff there, of course. Brad Tay in P11. Oh, he's leading the championship, is Mr. Brad Tay. He's sitting in P11. Absolute is in P12. There he is there. Ramin in P13, doing a job and a half. It's not me, it's you, P14. Mr. Fury Strat, the mechanics have worked overtime and got that Huss up and running, of course. Rolling Thunder in P16 as Suicide 5 has glitched out, and there comes the glitch screen as Fury Strat and It's Not Me, It's You have collided. They will be reset. Same with 2-5 and the Kraken. Chasey Dane in reserve capacity, P17. Macau in P18. There he is. P19 is TCF Old Boy. And rounding out the top 20, or P20, is Harass.
Interesting that Chasey Dane, the only one to decide to start on the hard tyres. So he's definitely going to be going for the hard, possibly hard soft strategy. See if he can make those tyres last as long as he can. As
we have a new follower, that is Throne Orphan. Welcome to the stream, Oceania Div 2 Parabolical eSports. And we are waiting for these revs to go. And they've got some revs. Have we got some action? And we are go here at Interlagos, Brazil. Great start by Kyotonic, but the Stig wants to use the softs to his advantage. Absolutely brilliant. Great move by Stig on the inside. Stig up to P2. So far, so good. Nice and clean. As the other McLaren and Macau is already up into 11th place. Have a look at the lad. He's around the outside of Hello There, Howsy. And he's already gone up into 9th position there, Lukey boy. Fantastic start. Nice and clean from absolutely everybody.
Yes, the biggest lead I think of that was Tabbed. I was on board with Tabbed going through turn 2. Suicide 5's gone.
Oh no!
It's Not Me, It's You.
There you go, so Suicide 5, It's Not Me, It's You, and Suicide 5 looks like he is in the wall. We have a virtual safety car, and Suicide 5 is out. He is out. He is out. Oh no! Mr. Altitude will not be happy at all. And, well, there you go. He is in the wall. We are under VSC conditions. And I tell you what, the Stig has got what the doctor ordered. He has jumped those medium runners. He's sitting in first place. Now he can work on, once this track goes green, of course, Lukey boy, he can work on blowing that gap out, well and truly out of the water. As Macau, we've still got a yellow track map, so we are not quite ready to go green yet here, folks. This should happen any second now. We've got a green track map, and let's just see Coyotonic. Coyotonic is battling for the Stig. The Stig's gone deep, a little bit deep. Coyotonic should get a good run. Well, there you go, a bit of a tank slapper from the Stig. Coyotonic lining him up. Let's just see what he can do on the outside. Stig has gone defensive. Stig has gone defensive. And I think he's going to hold that position. Yes, he certainly is. As we go down to the Kraken. Ooh. The Kraken is having a good look at Black Moon, and he has got Macau for company. There he is. Macau in P7 from back of the grid. Phenomenal start from that lad. As Ramin is starting to make a move. Blue Dog is down into P9. Where is Brad Tay? Brad Tay is in 17th. 17th. I tell you what, folks, this championship was well and truly alive. There you go. Thanks to whoever that was, is Suicide 5. Well, there you go. Put your incident reports in, mate. Super Streamer, Mr. Altitude, Mr. Groomer, whatever it is you're going by these days. And we'll get this one all sorted out, mate. As Tabbed is having a good look at Hello There, Housey here, Lukey boy. And he's got a good run, I dare say, mate.
He does indeed. As I said, Tabbed had that very unlucky start for him. Oh, and there goes Old Boy just around the outside. Where did Old Boy come from?
That's all.
Old Boy's locked up into turn 1 though, and no, he's gone back down again.
There you go. So Old Boy sitting in 12th. Who's just having a bit of a play at the moment is Old Boy, of course. Top ends of Div 1, but he's sitting there in P12 at the moment. Let's just focus back up to the top because Crazy Kiwi is starting to put some pressure on Coyotonic. And Coyotonic wasn't chancing his arm in this Grand Prix prior to lights went out, of course. He did say in the chat, in the Twitch chat, but he's sitting second position. And I'll tell you what, he's just consolidating at the moment, mate, because let's not forget the Stig is going to box a lot earlier than those medium runners. Same with Black Moon as well. So they want to create a bit of a gap as Harass has left the session. Not too sure what is going on out there, but Harass, you have multiple invites. Use them. If you need another one, use the Twitch chat and I'll get you another one, of course. But yes, Crazy Kiwi has just slipped ever so slightly behind Coyotonic, and I reckon it must have been that dirty air there, Luke. As we flick down to the Kraken, having a good look at Black Moon. Is he going to get a run? Is he going to send it? No, he's not, and he thinks better of it and tucks back in, Luke.
He does indeed. You've got to be careful. Too much fighting from Macau will, I'm sure, take advantage of it. But I think Macau could be looking in his mirror because Blue Dog is closer to Macau than Macau. As I say that, they both have pretty tardy exits out of the centre S. As Kraken is going up the inside of Black Moon. He said Blue Moon, Black Moon, and he gets the job done as Whirling Thunder enters the pits with half a wing, and that's now even less than half a wing because he's now smacked the wall on the entrance to the pit lane.
Oh, hang on a minute.
We pushed up to 16.
I've just seen Macau. Macau's lost both end plates. Macau has lost both end plates, folks. I seen one as I flicked to him, and it went flying up in the air. I'm not too sure if he got too close to Black Moon there, but look at that front wing. He is missing both end plates. He will need to get that replaced here, guys. We are only on lap 4 of 36. No safety car. No safety car, which is a big hats off to these bunch of boys. As we will go down to Tabbed. Tabbed having a good look at Housey. Wants a good run. Housey's, whoa, he's holding the inside line, is the lad. He knows that the centre S is where to go, but it's a bit of a DRS train. Housey's gone a little bit defensive, and he's got some straight line speed, does the lad. Tabbed will have to tuck in and think better of it. As we go back up to Ramin. Ramin having a look at Blue Dog. Housey having a look at Ramin. Ramin, well, as that rear winger, I think we're going to see a move here. Hello there, Housey, on the inside move, on the inside of Ramin. Gets that job done. Ramin hanging it in there. As he's gone deep, and Ramin just lost 2 positions. Well, about to be 3 in a matter of a couple of corners from the lad. And there you go. They've all got by him. And that is unfortunate from the Ramin. As Blue Dog's being held up here ever so slightly by Macau. Macau is missing both end plates, so Blue Dog just needs a good exit, and he will have him, of course. And, well, that's what it's all about here, folks. It's all about the drive. Interlagos is such a short run, yes. you've got that massive run start to the start-finish straight. But I tell you what, the rest of it's all pretty intricate, and it's all about your exit speed, as Macau will be hampered on entry. But I tell you what, let's just see how Blue Dog approaches this. Is Macau going to put that in the pit lane? But I reckon he's a sitting duck here, mate.
Yes, he is. Yeah. Macau was not only losing time to the cars ahead, he was going to get past everyone. But of course, wing damage like that, you're going to be understanding through every corner. Those front tyres are going to be completely shredded in half the time you'd normally take medium tyres. If Macau stayed out, he'd have had to do a 2-stop. And of course, medium tyres, you're trying to angle for that 1-stop. So at least that pushes Brad... Oh no, it doesn't push Brad Tay any higher. Unlucky Brad Tay.
No, it does not. He's in Brad Tay at the moment. He's sitting in 16th. Blue Dog 7th at the moment. There is 6 points to difference in this championship fight. We have still got a long, long way to go in this one here, folks. We are only on lap 6 of 36 as we're watching Hello There Housey do a bit of an inside lockup. The unloaded tyre has not hampered his progress whatsoever. We've got someone wide. That looks like it's not me, it's you. Getting well and truly out of the way of the leaders. Or maybe just lost it a little bit there. I'm not too sure what happened there. But at
it's a 10-second time penalty.
Oh, that's unfortunate. But we're watching a bit of a DRS train here, mate. From Blue Dog all the way down to TCF Old Boy. Ramin doing his best trying to catch this pack. I think we're going to see a move, and Old Boy is going to get that job done on the inside of Tab. Tab trying to hang it in. Have a look at this. They are side by side through the center S's. And, Tab... Oh, they've touched! Tab's pinched Old Boy. And, Old Boy done phenomenally well to keep that front of the Renault on the black stuff. But yes, Hello There Housey, being a bit of a rear gunner, well, albeit in different teams, but he's right up the rear wing of Blue Dog at the moment here, mate.
He is indeed. Ramin is pitted, so Ramin, to blink, I don't know if he had wing damage. As Rolling Thunder now gets out of the way of the leaders. Kyotonic looks like he's coming back at the stick, so he gone his gate.
Well, he should, because I think the medium tyres should come into their own right about now as the softs start to drop off ever so slightly. And we have a new follower, Max Fan 257B. Welcome to Lukey boy, we're getting up there, brother. We're at follower number 768, folks. This is Parabolical eSports Oceania Division 2. And we are currently watching Kyotonic make a charge on the Stig at the moment. This is for the lead of the Grand Prix. And let's not forget Crazy Kiwi there and thereabouts. Tabbed is doing his thing behind Hello There Housey as we flick to that just ever so slightly. Catching him so slightly. But I think it's the dirty air where he drops right back there, mate. And, he has to sort of bide his time. He's gone a little bit deep as Tabbed. He's got Housey there in front of him. I think that wash over that rear wing of the Alpha Tauri is definitely hurting that Red Bull. So we'll go back right up to the top of this grid again as Crazy Kiwi is having a good look at Kyotonic, who's having a decent look at the Stig here, mate.
He is. I think Stig's got to pit into the pit lane fairly soon, whether that be for mediums or for hards. He's got to quickly get off those soft tyres because he's going to find himself tumbling down the order. As there's that is Kraken. Kraken's gone. Kraken is facing the wrong way.
Well, there you go.
For him.
We do have a yellow flag in Sector 2, and that is for the Kraken. As, no, there you go. The boys are still staying out. The leaders are still staying out. Well, the Stickies anyway on that soft compound as Crazy Kiwi gets by Kyotonic well and truly before turn 1. And now he can set his target sights on the Stig, of course. And, there it is there. So the Stig is really getting hampered by that soft tyre. Very good at the start of the Grand Prix. Very, very ordinary towards the end of it as the Kraken puts it in the pit lane, of course. And let's just see what tyres he's going to put on that Mercedes. But Crazy Kiwi got his racing helmet on today, Lukey boy. I think he sees some of this action and wants a piece of it, mate.
I think he definitely does. I'm just looking down. Stig has very little ERS left, 20%, which will go up obviously, but that's far less than Crazy Kiwi has, and Kyotonic sitting in the 60% range. So if it is coming down to DRS train, ERS will be the deciding factor, and I think the Stig's got the least amount of it, and he's the one without the DRS, so that could leave him vulnerable. Who else is pretty close? Tab, fairly close to Housey. Housey just outside DRS range for Blue Dog. But I think that's it, apart from Ramen and Kraken.
Well, I think Kraken, Kraken just come out of the pit lane just ahead of Ramin. Ramin on fresh.
Kiwi.
Oh, Ramin with a bit of a tank slapper coming out of there. But yes, Crazy Kiwi's having a good look at the Stig and had to think better of it. But I tell you what, he got a time second penalty for his efforts. Getting a bit greedy was Crazy Kiwi, but he's going to make this job well and truly done before turn 4. And that is job easily done from the Kiwi, man. Oh, he's got a bit lost, a bit loose. A bit loose has opened the door for the Stig, but he's gone defensive as the Kiwi, man. And there you go, he holds that position. That is P1 for Crazy Kiwi, the Stig P2, and Tonic in P3, as you were for 2-5, doing his bit there. Fantastic stuff. As Black Moon, same deal, but they are on 9-lap old softs, Lukey boy. They can't last for too much longer.
Surely not. No, I fully agree. That's a random yellow flag popped up. He's surely got to be diving in soon. Him staying out makes me think he's going to try and angle for the one stop so he can maybe slap on a set of hards at a later date and just do the soft hard strategy instead of doing the 2-stopper. Here we go, Stig into the pits.
There you go. So that is
into the pits.
That has freed up Tonic, but now it's Tonic and Crazy Kiwi and 2-5, the top 3 runners on that medium compound. Black Moon, as he decided, Black Moon's going again, so his tyre life must be a lot better. And have a look who's just creeped up into the top 5 there, mate. That is Mr. Blue Dog. There he is there. Team Mercedes himself, and he's got a championship fight on his hands here, folks. We're going to bring them up for you ever so quickly. There they are, and Brad Tate is currently sitting in 15th place, albeit only on lap 11 of 36. We are roughly a third of the way through this one, but Blue Dog is 6 points behind in this championship, currently sitting in P5, while his championship rival has 0 points whatsoever.
Yep. Stig has gone to the medium, so Stig is doing the 2-stop strategy because he's not going to get mediums to last 25 laps, and if he does, and there's not really much of a medium tyre left. I don't know if you can even call it a medium tyre by the end of the race.
Big staccatas.
Yeah. Blue Dog on the back of Black Moon. Blue Dog, obviously, as you said, currently in 5th. Black Moon on those soft tyres, probably, well, definitely seen better days. Old Boy on the back of Tab. So any soft runners that have started the race on the softs,
well, interesting to know. Black Moon's
vulnerable.
Black Moon's staying out. Black Moon is staying out, and that is easy pickings for the Blue Dog. Tonic's out. We've got a safety car. Tonic's out. Where's he out? Where is he out? Where is he out? Let's go to the
turn one.
Oh.
Old Boy, you can see him.
Okay, we're on board with the Stig. We are on board with the Stig approaching. Where Tonic? Where is he? Whoa, well, there. So, very interesting to see that he lost the car and he's lost it there. But Tonic is out, which promotes Blue Dog up into the top 3. Now, this is interesting time to note here, mate. What would you do? What would you do? You will get 24 laps remaining. We're going to have 3 behind the safety car. Will you come in and put the hard compound and run to the end, mate?
I would say...
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Well, the thing is, if you say yes, it's a free pit stop, but the cars behind you will be on so much fresher tyres, but will have to pit again. I would pit yes, but for a set of hards, maybe not.
Well, there you
because
go.
Of course,
Crazy Kiwis.
The medium runners...
Sorry, Lukey boy. They're all
piling again, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead, mate. Go ahead.
Fair enough. The medium runners will be pitching lap 14, 15 anyway, so might as well pit. I mean, Black Moon and Hello There Housey have got their softs to the same point, so they'll be happy with that.
Exactly.
In fact, well, yeah, hard tyres for Kiwi, hard for 2-5. So they are going to try and get the hards to the end. No, who is it? Who's gone to a set of mediums? Black Moon's gone to a set of mediums. So Black Moon doing the 2-stopper. Stig's come back in.
There you go. So the top 6...
just pitted.
The only one that didn't follow suit was Black Moon, but they've all gone the safety option. As Tonic saying he was too eager on the throttle. Well, that seems to be happening most weeks, Tonic. You put yourself in a good position and does not end the way you would like it. But come on, mate. We've got one more round remaining, and it'll be good to have you finish a Grand Prix, of course. Tonic currently out. He was doing such a great job. He was sitting in 2nd position there, mate, in Team Williams. We are under safety car. We are under safety car, and Crazy Kiwi leads this one, followed by 2-5. And 2-5, he's in P2. I tell you what, he'd be loving that change of pace at the moment. Up there, does not need to stop again. And, well, there you go. P2, Blue Dog in P3, Black Moon in P4. Hello there, how's he? There he is there, the man. Statman 2.0, number 5, P5. Old Boy in P6. The Stig, after having such a great qualifying result, in P7, tabbed in P8. There he is there, the man, Macau in P9, Chasey Dane in P10. The Kraken in P11, Ramin in P12. We've got Brad Tay in P13, believe it or not. Mr. Fury Strat in P14, who I do believe has been able to unlap himself. These guys were having a shocking run of it. Absolute in P15. Rolling Thunder, there he is there in P16. And P17 is It's Not Me, It's You. So there you go. We've got to probably at least have another lap behind the safety car. As I'm reading the chat, as should have dropped to medium traction control. Fingers are so cold right now. Well, it all sounds like first world problems to me. And there you go.
Oh! Rolling Thunder's just lost it under safety car. Sitting board Rolling Thunder down the back of the grid, he spun under safety car, put wheel on the grass, and that was it.
There you go. So, well, that's all she wrote, mate. But yes, have a look at the rest of the field, to be honest with you. Blue Dog's sitting in P2. I don't know what's happened there. Blue Dog, and they've done a bit of a switch. What's happened here? I'm not too sure, but yeah, Blue Dog in P2 at the moment. 2-5 in P3. They were P2. They were swapped around last lap. I'm not too sure what's going on. Probably being code mastered as we speak. But yes,
probably, yeah.
Let's just have a look. Oh, the controller disconnected. Of course it did.
Oh dear.
And it shouldn't, because the I always do comms with it charging, so it's fully charged. Does that every week, so I think I might have to take that cable out. It's got its mind of its own as that cable, as the Burt Mylander's lights are still flashing on that safety car, as you can see. Oh, they're out. That's a late call. That's a late as call by Burt Mylander, but we are underway here at Interlagos, Brazil, as Crazy Kiwi backs up the pack and waits till Blue Dog slows right up, and Kiwi's gone. Kiwi has, I tell you, what a late call. What a late call by the safety car as 2-5 goes around the outside of Blue Dog, and Blue Dog is struggling. Blue Dog has dropped down to P4. Oh, no, he's not. He's up into P3. There you go, back into 3-3. And Blue Dog stays in third position. Oh, boy, he's going to make a move on Black Moon. Is he going to send it? No, he's not. Black Moon got the inside line. Oh, boy, has to follow suit as Macau in P7 has got hello there, Housey. And he's going to send it on the inside. Great move there by Macau. Up into P6 is the lad. As we go down to the Kraken in 10th place, he has got a whole handful of the Sting to look at. And there is the Sting. Oh, we've got a spinner.
Housey's gone.
Housey has spun. Housey has spun, and there you go. It's thrown into on the wall. Oh, no. Housey won't be happy with that. As Housey down the back of the field. As Macau is up into P6. He's up into P5. Macau's on a charge and a half. Have a look at this lad. This lad has got some pace here, Lukey boy. The Papaya McLaren of Macau has got Black Moon in front of him, and let's just see him make this one.
Of course, everyone else on hard tyres, which obviously are still very new, which means they're going to not really having the grip. Macau and Black Moon on those mediums. As Macau's going to send one up the inside. No, not going to get it done here. He's going to try to do the old switch back. I think Black Moon might have him covered for the most part. Yeah, he does.
But have a look at the drive he's got out.
The inside.
Yeah, Macau will get him easily under braking into turn 4. No, he won't.
Oh.
No, he won't. Black Moon's got some straight line speed. Black Moon is defending that absolutely brilliantly, is the lad. As this is a cracking battle to watch. P4, P5, Macau. He can see a way around him, but he just can't get it done. And let's just see what he can do. Macau, a very, very good racer, donning that number 53, I should say. Excuse me, folks. And yes, he is all over the back of that Ferrari of Black Moon, the lead Ferrari in 4th position. Blue Dog in P3, that 2-5 in P2, and leading this race is Crazy Kiwi. We're going to stick on the back of this. Maybe Macau, he's going to use the track to his advantage on this long start finish straight, Lukey boy. And, well, he's just flicked on his ERS a little bit there. Hunting a slipstream. No DRS just yet. Not just yet. No. But he's got Old Boy. Oh, there you go. It is now, but it's a bit late now. As Old Boy's going to send it. Old Boy's going to send it on Macau. Oh, they're side by side. Oh, there you go. They're side by side. And Macau and Old Boy having a cracking battle. These are two reserves having a battle. The Stig can see what's happening in front of him as Tabbed and Kraken. Have a look at this. While they're just slowly creeping up onto this one, Lukey boy.
Kraken's gone deep. Tabbed's going to get him up inside. Yep, Tabbed has got Kraken. Nice move into turn 4 there. The medium runners, of course, they'll be loving life. The hard runners, not quite yet. Of course, medium runners might have to pit again. I assume they probably will have to pit again at some point.
They definitely will. We've got 19 laps remaining. 19 laps after this one, Lucky boy. So, yeah, you're talking around the 23. They'll definitely have to pit again. So, yeah,
they'll pit for softs right at the end of the race. They'll be rapid right at the end of this race.
They certainly will. As we're looking at
softs on.
At Ramin trying to make a move on. Brad Tate is struggling. Very interesting to know. Brad Tate is absolutely struggling at the moment. He's got Ramin for company in P12 and P13. So very, very uneasy on the eye to see Brad Tate so far down this order as we go back up to where Tabbed is. Tabbed is having a good look at the Stig. Is he going to send it? No, he's not, but he's got Kraken. The Kraken sees the Stig as the Tabbed goes defensive. Tabbed has to save that one, and Kraken has just got by him, followed by Chasey Dane and Fury. So Tabbed has lost a whole heap of positions there as Fury Strat and Chasey Dane on the inside of each other. And there you go. I think Fury Strat has got that job done. But Chasey Dane ain't done with yet. But yes, he certainly is. He has to tuck in behind. And there you go. So Mr. Fury Strat P9, Chasey Dane in P10. And Tabbed, Tabbed is getting aggressive. Tabbed is getting aggressive. This is not AI you're racing, Tabbed. You need to make these moves clean. And do not force these guys off track.
Tabbed probably getting a bit hot under the helmet, obviously, with that, losing several positions, probably not very happy about it. Now, Black Moon has got past Blue Dog, and I think Blue Dog's not going to be staying ahead of Macau for much longer. Macau on those mediums, of course, naturally going to be faster to head up the straight, but Blue Dog does have DRS, so unable to do anything about it quite at the moment. Black Moon, of course, ahead, but Kiwi sitting pretty, 2.5, 2.4 ahead of Kiwi as Old Boy picks up 3 seconds for, well, not using the all the track.
Exactly right, mate. I'll just leave it with you for 1 second. Give me 30 seconds, Luke. I'll be back.
Macau has gone up inside a Blue Dog, fairly easy standard move. Of course, those mediums in the prime of their life as things stand. Black Moon about a second off 2.5, but Crazy Kiwi comfortable out front. He doesn't need to worry at the moment. Medium tyres will have to pit again. There's no two ways about that. Of course, everyone on the softs naturally will have to pit again. Kraken on the hards, Kraken on the hards will probably have to pit again. Sorry, block nose, it's hay fever month. 17 laps, he'll have to pit again. But Macau, Black Moon, Macau using all the grass available to try and get the run on Black Moon. Of course, Macau, an absolutely rapid driver. Probably about a second and a half quicker than me usually. I've raced him in the past, and that is Old Boy has gone round out the last corner. He's gonna be swamped up the hill. He's gonna be so much slower than everyone else as Macau has passed Black Moon into turn 1. DRS easy as you like it. Now he can hunt after 2.5. He's now 3 seconds off the back of Crazy Kiwi. There's a yellow flag, that is for Rolling Thunder, I think. Yeah, Rolling Thunder's lost it, and now has wing damage. Stig and Kraken, top positions. Kraken up to 6th, Stig 7th. And we have a new follower, do we? Brody?
Oh, yes. Brody VDH11, welcome to the stream. I do apologise, I did miss that. I was away from the mic just ever so slightly. And yes, we are in Interlagos, Brazil, Parabolical eSports. This is Oceania Division 2. And, well, there you go. Blue Dog has, well, have a look at the two Mercs. The Kraken has gapped the rest of the field, of course. Blue Dog has. The Kraken is a bit of a rear gunner at the moment. And we have a new follower. That would you rather 77. Welcome to the stream, mate. Hope you're doing well wherever you are in the world. Yes, and we've got a cracking battle. It's Macau. Macau is already up into second place there, mate. And he just got by 2-5 as we were just talking, introducing that new follower. We are follower number 770. Welcome to the stream. We have got 30 more to go. Can we get 30 more before the end of the season? We do have one more week remaining here at Parabolical eSports, of course, as I'll flick back down to Black Moon. Only 5/10 to 2-5 at the moment. Black Moon on that medium compound. The hard runners will not need to stop again, folks, as we got, hang on a minute, we've got a VSC.
A virtual.
And that is Tabbed. Tabbed is out of this race. Let's just pick him up. Let's just see where he lost it. I reckon that double left-hander, he's lit up the rears and around he went, and there he is in the wall there, folks.
Brad Tate's picked up a drive-through. Brad Tate's picked up a drive-through for speeding under the virtual safety car.
Oh, no. So,
he goes from bad to worse.
It certainly does, as Brad Tate was sitting in P11, looking to consolidate a little bit, as we are back under green conditions. It's not me, it's you. We'll cop one as well for his efforts. But Crazy Kiwi leads this one, followed by Macau. Macau and Black Moon. Black Moon on the outside of 2-5. What a move by that lad. And Black Moon gets the job done. Up into third place. 2-5 down into fourth, where he started this Grand Prix from. So that's not too bad. It could have been a lot better from the lad. But of course, let's not forget, Black Moon and Macau will need to stop again, folks. That will be a monumental task to get those medium compounds around this circuit another 14 times. So I don't think that's going to work out too well. They will drift down the order as Chasey Dane on 9-lap old softs. Well, him and Fury are going to definitely, and Brad Tate, they'll all have to box. Unfortunately, Brad Tate, as we did touch on, has a drive-through penalty, mate. That's a double hit for that lad, unfortunately. And, well, as you did say, it's ever so beautifully touch on, if I do say myself, Lukey boy, his day has gone bad to worse, mate.
Yeah, and he's going to have to, he's set up to drive through, he's got to pit again because he's on 9-lap old softs, which will definitely not take him to the end. Yep. Kai Tonics has said that the mediums will make it just to the end. They'll make it to the end, but I don't think they'll have much of a tyre left to make it to the end.
That's all right. That's exactly right. So while the mediums will be struggling, the hards will come into their own, and they all will be sitting ducks, of course, there. And, of course, yes, you can get into the end, Kaio, but it's all about how quick you are towards the end, of course, when everyone sees that opportunity and decides to put on some fresher rubber, of course. But, yes, we are on lap 23 of 36 here, guys. And this one so far is led by Crazy Kiwi, but Macau ain't done. He is not done. He's all over the rear wing of Kiwi here. And, well, there you go. Macau, from out of nowhere, has decided enough is enough of this mid-pack runners. And, well, I'll tell you what. Yeah, I don't think he's going to sit in P2 for much longer. Well, I'll tell you what's better than another pit is finishing the race, Kaio, and you're yet to do that as of yet. So don't worry about your strategy. How about get it to the finish line there, brother, and we will push on. But well, yeah, that's all. Yeah, a bit of a burn there for you, bro. But you'll be right. You're a big boy. You can handle that one. But yes, Macau is all over the back of. This has been brewing for a couple of laps here, folks. And, well, there you go. So, Blue Dog and 2-5 is Blue Dog's just tapped onto the back of 2-5 here. And I think he sees an opportunity beckoning. Well, they've both got DRS. Blue Dog has spent his ERS. 2-5 has got some left in reserve, of course. But Blue Dog's sitting in P5 and doing a phenomenal job.
Yeah, especially he's doing everything he needs to do with his title rival 14th. Yeah, he's doing everything he needs to do right now to claw that back, set up a wonderful championship finale in Abu Dhabi. Can't wait for that next week. You'll tune into that one because, well, we're going to decide a championship.
Exactly right, right. But Old Boy and Chasey Dane, these are the two Div 1 drivers. They're having a bit of fun out there at the moment, albeit in reserve capacity. Absolute is a Div 1 reserve as well. They're just having a bit of fun out there, having a bit of a battle amongst themselves, watching these boys do their thing. But we go back up to the Kraken, because the Kraken is all over the gearbox of Blue Dog. We are on lap 25 of 36 here, guys. And Coyotonix, SPF 1 million. Well, I'll tell you what, mate. Lucky we didn't bump that one up to about 5 million, because I could have gone off. But I'm only joking, mate. Coyotonic's a good lad. I've had the pleasure of getting to know him over the last couple of weeks. And, well, I'll tell you what, looking forward to him strutting his stuff out there in Abu Dhabi. But the Kraken is going on the inside of Blue Dog. Blue Dog has to tuck in. And, well, there you go. Kraken at this stage of the Grand Prix is ever so slightly quicker than the Blue Dog. Blue Dog does know that the Kraken does have time penalties, folks. And you know what, Lukey boy? We're going to sit with TCF Old Boy because I am going to put a poll in for the driver of the day in our Twitch chat, mate.
Yeah. Oh, and there's the yellow flag. That is just Rolling Thunder getting out of the way of the leaders. Now, interestingly, Macau has been able to catch up to the back of Crazy Kiwi, but has not been able to get past him yet. Crazy Kiwi seems to get a lot better exit off that final proper corner, and I think Macau's tyres are now starting to show their age a little bit. He's been able to close up to Crazy, but not being close enough to get past Kiwi. 7/10 down on his fastest lap so far is Macau, that last lap. He is, his tyres are now starting to feel it, because Kiwi keeping ahead of him on the same lap old, same age tyres, but on our older, harder set, sorry. So Macau, although does go 10th up in Sector 1, but he did have double helpings of DRS. So, as Fury Strat now sets the fastest lap of a 1 minute 9.3 on a fresh set of softs. There's a surprise. And that is Ramyo. That is, it's not me, it's you, going nice and slow, keeping the weight out of everyone. There may be a lap or so down, but at least he's keeping out the way of people. Macau losing all that time in the second sector, of course, the twisty tight bit, which is why, of course, he's losing that time climbing up the hill and just not getting close enough, even though Kiwi's barely got any ERS left to spend.
Okay, that is absolutely done there, folks. We have put a Twitch Driver of the Day poll in the chat. Get your votes in, folks. I can only pick 5, as I do touch on every week. They are 5 full-time drivers. I do not put the reserves in there. It would not be fair. But yes, there you go. As you did touch on, have a look at this. 2.5's almost a bit of a cork in the bottle. Have a look at these. The medium runners are definitely dropping back here, Lukey boy, as the Kraken gets by 2.5. Blue Dog fancies his chances here at 2.5 as well, knowing that these boys are going to have to pit as Chasey Dane sets the fastest lap of this Grand Prix with a 109.1. So he's put on a fresh set of softs as the lad, obviously, and away he goes. But yes, these medium runners, I'd love to know what tyre percentage they are on at this very point of the Grand Prix. But yes, Blue Dog wanting to make up a whole heap of positions. Brad Tay is currently sitting in 13th place. He still needs to, that buckle of the day goes to Coyotonix. There you go, Coyo.
Here comes Mikau. Around the outside, Mikau goes clean on the outside, and he's into the lead. Now you've got to keep his hard tyres alive for the next 8 laps.
Saturday, Sunday, what? Yeah, it's okay.
And Coyotonix has just cheered 50 bits. Thank you very much, Coyo. We do appreciate all of that support. And, well, there you go. Throwing his 50 bits behind his bottle of the day, of course. Unfortunate for Coyotonic. But, yes, he is out of this Grand Prix. Tabbed was next to follow after Coyo. And, well, there you go. But, yes, Macau has checked out now on 15-lap-old meds. They're not going to make it to the end, mate. If they go to the end, I'll go, hey, because there is absolutely no way. So, Crazy Kiwi looking pretty good at this point of this Grand Prix. The Kraken and Black Moon. Have a look at Black Moon. Almost like the cork in the bottle here at this point of the Grand Prix here, Lukey boy. He's sitting in P3. Yep. He's got Kraken, 2.5, Blue Dog, Old Boy, all for company. And the Stig fancies his chances about this as well because, well, Black Moon on 14-lap-old mediums. I wonder if he's thinking to get rid of them at any point soon. If he does, he may drop out of the top 10. He might just try to hang on. It'll be very, very interesting. But Kraken needs to get by him, and he just can't do it at this stage. As we are seeing a move, Blue Dog, and Old Boy! Blue Dog and 2-5. 2-5 with a tank slapper on Blue Dog. Whoa, Jesus Christ. That was close. Blue Dog wants to finish this Grand Prix. He was 90 degrees to that wall. And Blue Dog is sitting second in this championship. He does not want to not finish. Of course, he needs to finish. He needs to capitalise. And I tell you what, 2-5's heart would have been jumping in his mouth knowing that this championship fight is as follows. On the screen for you now, folks. That is where they're all at, and that would have been disastrous for Blue Dog.
It would have been very much so. Black Moon now is falling down the order. His tyres are probably now towards the shot end of it all. Yeah, second down in Sector 2 alone on his best of all time. This guy's going to become a sitting duck very easy, very soon. Mikhail somehow holding on to those medium tyres out front. As Old Boy pits.
Not only does Old Boy pit, the Stig is right up the gearbox of Blue Dog here. I'm not too sure whether Blue Dog just lost his rhythm after nearly losing the car through the center S's after going toe-to-toe with 2-5. And, well, there you go. The Stig has caught right up to the back of this slot as the Old Boy going for a faster slap. I reckon that's what he's doing. But, yes, the Stig, there he is there. Mr. Fury Strat cops a 3-second time penalty for his efforts, and well, that will hamper his progress, of course. Mr. Fury Strat, after starting P15, is in 10th position. We'll go to these penalties for you guys and girls at home as we speak, and there they are. So Crazy Kiwi on 3, Kraken on 6, Black Moon on 3, and the next one is Absolute, followed by Fury Strat on 6, Chasey with 3, Ramin with 6, Old Boy with 6, Rolling with 6, and It's Not Me, It's You with 15 seconds. And we'll go to the positions gained. Have a look at Macau. 17 positions gained, starting dead last. He's put himself up into first. And the rest is all pretty much follow suit. Some fairly decent gains there. 6 by Fury, 6 by Chasey, 6 by Old Boy, 3 by Black Moon, and so on and so forth. The biggest loser of this Grand Prix, of course, was the Stig, down 5 positions. There are the stops that they have all done as well. So the Stig done a 2-stopper, Macau's done a 2-stopper. The rest of them at the top end have at least done a 1-stopper. We are on 31 of 36 here, guys. And Blue Dog and Black Moon. Blue Dog's having a good look here, mate. And I think you are right. Have a look at the rear tyres of Black Moon. I think they are kaput.
Yeah, they've got to be gone. He's on 17-lap-old tyres. I think Macau is a wheel user, so he will be able to probably keep those tyres alive for a little longer. But Black Moon, I'm not sure what he's on for, whatever he's using. Those tyres, yeah, they've definitely seen a lot better days. So I have to wait and see how he fares at the end of that.
Exactly right. So like I said, folks, get your votes in. At the moment, we've got... Wow, that's crap. Come on, guys and girls out there. Don't give us a 4 across the board, because I promise you, none of them will come into the commentary box. I want a winner. I don't want you sitting on the fence. Get it done. Come on, folks. You're better than that.
Yeah, well, yeah, very much equal in the polls at the moment.
Yeah, exactly right. I'm not getting five drivers into the day in the commentary box. We will just skip it if they all win it, because that won't happen. But yes, anyway, we will move on. The Stig is looking at the back of the Blue Dog at the moment. Only 0.4 of a second here, Lukey boy, as the Papaya McLaren is trying to remind Blue Dog, remember me, mate? Remember me? Well, I hope you don't forget it, because I'm all over your gearbox, and I was leading this championship at one point. He's still third in the championship, is the Stig, and he's just reminding all of those around him who he actually is, and it is fantastic to see the Stig doing his thing. Blue Dog would want to be careful here, mate, because he's not really making endgrows, but as Blue Dog has picked up a time penalty as well, Lukey boy. So there you go. All of them around him are on 3 seconds, and the Stig has got by Blue Dog just like that, and Blue Dog down into 7th place, mate. So I don't know what he's doing there, mate, but he's got to get his racing helmet on. He's got to move up the order. He's got to make these points count. Brad Tay's out of the points. You can't be sitting on your laurels just yet, as Blue Dog is still in 7th place. That was a Ferrari of Rolling Thunder getting well and truly out of the leader's way, and we do appreciate that. But Black Moon is starting to catch 2.5. This is 19 lap-old mediums. We're on lap 33 of 36 here, Lukey boy, and I tell you what, I can't believe he's hanging on to him.
I mean, it is an amazing job, but so far, I'm just going to pull up the... So as things stand with Blue Dog is 7th, that's 6 points. There'll be exactly 204 apiece. Blue Dog and Brad Tay going into Abu Dhabi. Wow. You can't write stuff like that. 204 apiece. It will boil down to whoever finishes top in Abu Dhabi will be the champion. As things stand, of course, things can still change. The race is not yet over, and Black Moon is looking increasingly vulnerable at the moment.
But he's holding his own, his Black Moon, which is extremely impressive. And to be honest with you, I think he deserves it. Well, have a look. Someone's betting on his mates. I reckon that is the Suicide 5. Mr. Altitude himself has thrown all of his pay packet on his cousin. Sitting there in P4 is 2.5. So, well, there you go. That is Suicide 5 doing his thing. But Black Moon doing a great job on those old mediums. If he can hold that position, that's a fair shout for driver of the day as well. But we will go with the Twitch chat, as it is almost level pecking between 2.5 and Blue Dog. And there you go. You boys, guys and girls have decided to get off the fence and to throw your votes where they well and truly deserve to be. And that at the moment is sitting with 2.5. But the Kraken is having a look at Kiwi here, mate. As Kraken P3,
he is.
Kiwi P2. Kiwi has been all by his lonesome for most of this Grand Prix. The Kraken is going to send it. Is he going to send it? No, he's not. He thinks better of it. We are on lap 35, and this is building and building and building for a great last lap finale as the crazy Kiwi has gone a bit wide. Deep. He's gone wide and that is easy pickings for the Kraken as the Kraken moves himself up into P2. Fantastic stuff. I tell you what, 2.5 just needs to stay within 3 seconds here, folks. Actually, he needs to stay. Oh, come on, 2.5. Just put the hammer down. We've got a yellow flag in Sector 3. I don't know why we've got a yellow flag in Sector 3, but there is one there anyway. Thank you very much. But yes, Black Moon and the Stig. The Stig is, while he's starting to progress, Black Moon's still holding his own in 5th position. The Stig is in 6th, and he's not really making too many end grounds on Black Moon. All right, he's caught up within that 5-6 tenths. But there you go, the driver of the day, the poll has ended, and it has been awarded to, and your friend too, which is Mr. 2.5. 2.5, bit of an in-house joke there. But yes, he has got a... I'm not going to say it on stream, of course, but he'll be having a bit of a giggle, of course. But yes, he is in P4, Black Moon P5, and the Stig in P6, Blue Dog in P7, Mr. Fury Strat P8, Absolute, there he is there in P9, and Chasey Dane in P10, well, swapping with Absolute, 9 and 10th, there you go. But we'll go back up to our leader here, Lukey boy, Macau. Tell you what, after coming and hitting the lead, has not looked back, has he?
No, he's not. He's a very rapid driver. So rapid that every time he tries to run for Division 3, Crazy Bill shuts him out immediately because he knows that if he does, then it is game over for anyone. He is Division 1 standard, not even just Oceania Division 1. He is Division 1 European standard. He was up there with those guys, and he's been absolutely rapid. He's kept those mediums alive. And he's only less than a 10th down on his personal best Sector 2 time. So, yeah, he's pretty quick.
Exactly right. So, Macau wins here at Interlagos, Brazil. Fantastic Grand Prix from the back of the grid. Let's just see if the Kraken will hold on to P2. And Crazy Kiwi, will he hold on to P3? But Kraken will say, oh no, Kiwi jumps him. So, oh, 2.5! 2.5! He made the podium! Oh, what a drive from 2.5. He's got his first ever podium here at Parabolical eSports. 2.5, P3, Black Moon, P4, Kraken, the Stig, P5, the Kraken, P6, Blue Dog, P7, Chasey Dane will be P8, Mr. Fury Strat, P9, and hello there, Housey, P10, if you don't mind, folks. And well, there you go, 2.5 broke the Ducks back. on the second last round and gets his maiden podium here at Parabolical eSports. He must be over the moon.
Oh, wow. Half a second of getting P2 as well.
Exactly. He must be thrilled.
He was close.
He must be thrilled to bits. He's the 2-5 man. As you give us a second, folks. Oh, well, there you go. The game gave it to Macau, but you, the viewers, gave it to 2-5, and we will go with the viewers. And, well, there you go. Suicide 5 looking for a bank loan after that one, Mr. Altitude, throwing all of his money towards his cousin, but well-deserved. Well-deserved. And, yes, gets his maiden podium. There he is, the Mamba! P3, Crazy Kiwi P2, and P1 is the Macau, of course, in reserve capacity. As we'll wait for these timing screens to pop up, folks. The driver of the day was 2-5. But there you go. There you go, folks. Macau, well, did not get the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. That goes to Old Boy with a 1 minute 8.372. Excuse me, as we flick all the way down to the bottom. For these boys and girls at home, and for the stewards to do their job properly, of course, we have had 4 DNFs. We lost Tabbed, Kyotonics, Harass, and Suicide 5. That is the timing screens. We're going to go on a quick pause, folks, and we will get these boys in for an interview. Just bear with us, please. Okay, we are back, folks. The boys are aware that they are welcome in the commentary box. We will just wait for them to join. They all have invites, of course, from previous times. They have been in there. The top 3, I tell you what a cracking top 3. That was Macau. The second position was Crazy Kiwi, and third position in the end was 2-5. We'll wait for these boys to slowly start to join, of course. We'll start off. Well, I don't know why, Fury, get out of the commentary box, mate. It ain't about you. Get out of the commentary box, Fury, because it ain't about you, my friend. But we will move on to our third place man. Our third place man, and we know him by, and your friend too. But that was 2-5. The Mamba, Team Renault, on his maiden Parabolical eSports podium. Congratulations, mate. What a drive by you. Kept it clean, kept it penalty free, and next thing you know, knocking on the door of the podium. Well done, mate.
Thanks, boys. I kept it clean. I got 2 early warnings, and I was from then on. I was just had to take more care into turn 1, and it was good battle with Black Moon, I think it was as well. Just staying with each other.
Yeah, the Ferrari.
Stuff, DRS down there. Yeah, it was a good battle with him, and Crazy's just too quick for me, and he was just pulling away, and I was bringing him back, but yeah, towards the end there, he was rapid. Same with Kraken.
Very good, mate. So I tell you what, the Mamba must be thirsty after that one, mate. Up nice and high on the grid, of course. He must have been, to quote your cousin, sweating harder than a gypsy with a mortgage.
Oh, for sure. I started shaking, started locking up. I was like, don't mess this up. I did some. Oh, mate, yeah, it's good.
Well, I tell you what, mate. I tell you what, he must have spent his pay packet in the Twitch chat, because not only did you get your first ever podium, you not only claimed that one, and that one is ticked off the checklist, but you got driver of the day as well, mate. That is thanks to the viewers. You have been awarded driver of the day and a maiden podium position finish in P3. Congratulations, awesome drive, and we look forward to seeing you around the Yas Marina circuit in Abu Dhabi.
Thanks, boys. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Dramas. as we'll go to our second place man. I tell you what, Crazy Kiwi did show us what he was all and well and truly made of in that Grand Prix. Led for the bulk of that race, but after that second safety car, or second safety car, excuse me. Well, there you go. Was caught napping just ever so slightly once they were released, and finished P2 in the end. And that is still an absolute brilliant result. You showed your dominance there early, Crazy. Was it tyre wear that sort of hampered you, mate?
Not really. Mikhail was just quicker. Once Mikhail got past, I just kind of lifted off, and then I kind of almost screwed myself at the podium with like half a lap to go. I realised 2.5 got within 3 seconds of me, so I just fucking.
Well, you and your
last half a lap.
You and your bloody honesty, mate. Here I am trying to pump you up, and there you go. You didn't have to say Macau was too bloody quick. You could have just said, yeah, my tyres were struggling. Let him go. Yeah, hats off to you. Next time I'll get you. But anyway, Crazy Kiwi, mate, I tell you what, you're starting to really find your feet in this division. You're starting to gain some speed, and I think you have taken, most of your assists off, at some point throughout this season, and it's definitely showed, mate.
Oh, no, it's been always the same. The only assist I run was pretty much ABS in the line. It's always been that. Just
there you go.
Some races I do a bit of time for and some I don't. And this one I did absolutely none.
P2 was the man, and Crazy Kiwi, I tell you what, mate, you're almost making a habit of this. If he finishes, you can almost certainly guarantee the Kiwi man will be in the commentary box. Great race by you again, my friend. But I'll tell you what, we will move to our winner of the day. The winner here at Sao Paulo, Interlagos, Brazil. Well, hats off to you, my friend. Macau, what a race, what a drive. Unbelievable stuff by you again.
Yeah, it was a good drive from us today. Starting 18th on the grid. No, never know what's going to happen in turn 1. Got probably one of the best starts of my career, to be honest. But picked up some damage at turn 1, which wasn't ideal.
Yep.
And then I got a bit more damage, so I had to go on the hards pretty early. And then the safety car came out, and it was like just on that window where the mediums could make it to the end. But a lot of tyre saving was required, that's for sure.
I was going to say, you took your opportunity when they arose, and that's exactly what you did, of course. There you go, folks. You hear the winner say that safety car came out right on the cusp, and he definitely did make that work, of course. Once he hit that lead, he almost certainly did not look back. And, of course, Macau is in reserves capacity at the moment, probably for the remainder of this season, of course. And, it's been an absolute pleasure watching him strut his stuff out on track, folks. You had a lot of fans in the chat yet again, Macau. I tell you what, mate, you bring them everywhere you go. And, Paige was loving your progress yet again, mate. So, hats off to you on another great result, another great race. And, you nearly almost did take the fastest lap, but towards the end there, old boy took it straight off you there with a 1:08. I can't remember exactly what the decimal points were, but you weren't far off. But of course, you were tyre saving towards the end of that Grand Prix, where he decided to put on a brand new set of softs, and away he went. But Macau, tell you what, mate, absolutely brilliant yet again from you, my friend.
Yeah, thanks. I'm just glad to get the opportunity to drive again. Interlagos definitely one of the iconic circuits on the track. Also, big thanks to everyone in the chat who threw their support my way. Always appreciated. And congrats to those other drivers on the podium as well, especially Crazy Kiwi. Had great pace on those hards. I mean, the hards aren't an ideal tyre. And then even though I got past the end, definitely had it wasn't easy, that's for sure.
Well, there you go, folks. That was our top 3 and our driver of the day, featured by Macau. P2 is Crazy Kiwi. P3 was our driver of the day, up the Mamba 2.5. Fantastic result for Team Renault. And while we've got you here, folks, there are the championship standings. Now, Blue Dog finished in P7. You know what that does, folks? That levels the playing field. They will both be on 204 points at the Yas Marina circuit in Abu Dhabi coming up next week. So we do look forward to your company there and there again. But I'll tell you what, Lukey boy, have you got anything to add whatsoever? That was a great race.
All I'm going to say is tune in next week, because 204 points apiece, it will literally boil down to who comes out on top, and I would not want to miss this for the world. So definitely be tuning in same time next week, because yeah, it's going to be quite exciting. I think probably the most exciting finale, but for maybe Division 2 that we will have in Season 4.
Exactly right, folks. And we do hope you can catch our streams throughout the whole weekend. Of course, F2 is at 1 p.m. BST on a Saturday. And then Sunday, that division, Oceania Division 1, can be wrapped up by the Snooey. The Snooey just needs a good result, needs to finish ahead of his competitors, and he will claim that championship, of course. Then you've got, that's at 7:30 p.m. AEST or 10:30 a.m. BST. Then you've got Division 4 at 1:15 p.m. BST on a Sunday. Division 3 is 3:30 p.m. where Lukey Boy has won that division championship. So big congratulations to you, my friend Luke.
Thank you.
Division 2 is at 5:45 where there is 4 drivers, folks. 4 drivers competing to take that one out. And Division 1, the main event, that is at 8 p.m. BST, all on a Sunday. Well, that has been Parabolical eSports Oceania Division 2 Interlagos, Brazil, run and won by Macau, followed by Crazy Kiwi, and then P3 was 2-5. This championship is well and truly alive here, folks. We do hope you've enjoyed that one, as we've enjoyed bringing that one to you. For now, I am Simi Skate. That was Lukey Boy. We are Parabolical eSports. From us, from now, goodbye.